Alrighty, well, hello, collective. How are you? I hope wherever you are in the world, you are happy, healthy, and safe. Just clearing up some of the energies here, getting a nice fresh start. Let's see what is going on. Let me clearly. It's going to be general, okay? So take it how it resonates, only if it resonates. Don't force energies to fit your situation. It just clouds your judgment, okay? Crack the window a little bit here. Yeah, it just makes things harder for you to kind of put together, and especially when you're new and trying to figure something out. So be discerning with that. It's energy. Therefore, it could be past, present, future. It could be yours, someone you're thinking of, someone who's thinking of you. It could be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Your wisdom and discernment are key. Let's see what's going on. Let's get some messages here. What's the vibe for Saturday? Saturday, January 3rd for the collective. Actually, whenever you come across this, it's going to be fun. I just happen to be filming it today. Show me clearly. Messages for the collective. What do they need to hear most? Spirits, show me clearly. Somebody's really overthinking some stuff. Okay. Thinking about you. You're overthinking. There's some stress here. Stress and worry. We have always prepared. And again, these two were in a reading a few days ago. We have the squirrel, we have the coyote, and the hummingbird. Somebody could be seeing a hummingbird. The hummingbird is the overall energy for this message. Okay, and it's miracles. It says that you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Okay? Yeah. So you're very swift and smart. Okay? Always listen to your instincts here. Be cautious not to be too closed off if you are not in a relationship, or even if you are in a relationship, a situationship. There's something about not letting your past hurts block you from being completely involved with this individual, for being open to being vulnerable. Okay? It says the squirrel is always prepared. Okay? Always prepared. And there's a lot of spiritual advice all around this squirrel, if you notice. It says that you are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all that you need. Okay? Keep following your happiness. Keep listening to Spirit when making your decisions. Okay? And then we have the coyote, the revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. There's a theme here with being happy and joy and having that time to play and stuff. Okay, I'm already picking up on that. The revealer of the truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Okay? Be wise like the coyote. Don't be the road runner, okay? Dating myself. I'll be the trickster in the scenario. You know, I think we just need to get this out of the way. I'm feeling really drawn to this deck, and the oh hell no deck. So you could have an energy of someone from the past that's definitely all up in your business. Okay, hanging out, somebody that, you know, thinks they're important, okay? Yeah, they want to try and pull one over on you. Oh, hell no. Show me clearly. What's this about? What do you need to say? Heavenly Father, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, show me clearly. What is this? Oh, hell no. Some of you need to say, oh, hell no, to some stuff that's going on. Whether it's a relationship, a situationship, or, you know, somebody's trying to get you to do something you don't like. Somebody's trying to pull one over on you. Oh, hell no. Alright, show me clearly, Spirit. This is about you respecting yourself. You got some boundaries up now where you didn't have them before. You're maybe saying, you know, November is November. So that was only a couple months ago now. Well, 1 month ago, actually, and a couple days. So, yeah, and you learn to say no. Maybe in November. Yeah. If they only apologize after you threaten to leave, it's not growth, it's desperation. Okay? If somebody only wants to apologize for doing what they did just so you won't leave or so you won't kick them out, that's desperation. That's not love, that's not growth, that's not healing. It says real accountability doesn't need ultimatums. If I'm sorry only arrives after you pack a metaphorical bag, it's manipulation and not maturity. Okay? Show me clearly. You're learning the difference on this. Yeah, you're learning to say, oh, hell no. Yeah, it says that you're the whole buffet. Stop crying over someone who didn't bring a plate. You bring flavor, seasoning, and dessert. If someone walks away from that, they're not hungry for love. They are just bland. Okay, so they're just messing around. Male or female, it doesn't matter. This one, oh, there's two. They came over in the reverse over here. Yeah, this detective energy. Their dating history looks like a crime scene, and you're the detective. They've left a trail of chaos, and you're trying to solve the mystery, baby. You're not CSI, boo-boo. Yeah, boo-boo edition. Save yourself. You're not the CSI boo-boo edition. Okay, and then it says, if they only show affection after 2 drinks, congratulations, you're dating Jekyll and Vodka Hyde. Alright? Their sober selves avoid eye contact, but suddenly they're a poet after a shot. Yeah, no. Intimacy shouldn't be on tap. Call a lift and call it off. Okay? If they're only interested in expressing themselves, being romantic or anything after they've had some drinks, no. You're not that scary. Alright. Yeah, it says here that you changed your whole vibe to be easier for them. Ew. They said that you're too much, too loud, too sensitive, and now you're quieter and sadder. Guess what? That's not love. That's shrinking for scraps. Don't change yourself for anybody. There's one thing to, you know, as an example, there's one thing to, you know, maybe do something a bit more respectfully, you know, things like that. But to absolutely change who you are, no. No. Yeah, it says that, and I'm hearing this little light of mine again, because this light right here, it's like somebody's searching for their light. You don't have to search. That's not your job to find it for them, okay? It's an impossible thing to find. You're not hard to love. They're just emotionally constipated. He says, I'm so confused. Okay, it says that you shouldn't have to beg for affection like a houseplant asking for water. Love isn't complicated. Their avoidance is. Flush them out. Okay, get rid of it. Get rid of it. And then it says, if their ex is still in the group chat, so are you. So are your chances of peace. You're dating them, not their past. Yet here you are watching reruns with the whole ex cast. Get out before it turns into another sequel. Yeah. One more. One more, Spirit. Some of you have really learned a lot. Okay. Stop chasing potential. This ain't a Build-A-Bay. Okay? He's not just figuring it out. He or she. I'm just reading the cards. This can go either way, folks. Yeah, he's not just figuring it out. He's fully grown and floundering. You are not an emotional sculptor. Find someone already built, not still in beta testing. Build-A-Bay. All right, these came out. 5 of them. Wow. But, okay. Love shouldn't feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. You're not a detective. You're not a puzzle master. If it takes that much decoding to figure out if they like you, spoiler alert, they don't. They're going to make it clear if they do. You're going to see some actions. You're going to hear some words. Okay? It says love shouldn't feel like you're competing in the Hunger Games. If you're constantly trying to win their attention, approval, or affection, may the odds be ever in your favor, because this ain't love, that's survival mode. Somebody could have a cat. I saw this, and somebody could definitely have, what is it, a tabby, I think they call it, the stripes like that. It says, you keep giving second chances to someone who's on their 9th life. Okay, this ain't cat love. If you've forgiven them more than Google Auto suggests their name, time to close the tab. Enough is enough. Why is it gonna make it clear? Sorry. This new camera, I might bounce back to the other one. I'm not sure. It says that if the effort dropped after got you, you were the prize they already won. You're not the demo version, you're the full package. If they stop trying once you say yes, return to sender, game over. Absolutely, I always say, you should never, even if you got a wedding ring on your finger, you should never stop trying to date one another. You should never stop trying to be a better version of yourself, you know, and growing together, and the flirting and all that stuff. That should remain, okay? It says here that you're not overreacting. You're finally reacting to being ignored, dismissed, and gaslit. They told you were crazy, dramatic, too sensitive. No, babe. You're just finally seeing the nonsense clearly. Congratulations. Okay? Yeah. Sounds, yeah, and it says that he's not your person. He's your unpaid lesson. Okay? Yeah, some of you definitely are learning some new ones. Yeah, he's not the one, he's Exhibit A. Some folks come into your life to show you what you'll never accept again. Okay? And I think that's what's definitely here. That's what's pushed you into this healing process here. That's what brought you to looking into tarot and other things. You're not too much. They're just emotionally snack-sized. You're gourmet, honey. If they can't handle all your spice, sauce, and substance, they're not your match. They're a mouthful of bland. So somebody here is very bland. That's been mentioned twice. Somebody here is like a stick in the mud kind of thing. They don't want to spice things up. They like it same old, same old. Some like it, like the Leave It to Beaver, you know, kind of energy. The Little Woman, or, you know, flip it how it needs to be. This is not, it's energy. It's not just directed for women, okay? There's women out there doing the same thing. All right, show me clearly. Heavenly Father, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, what messages do you have for the collective? Excuse me. Show me clearly. Boundaries respected. Somebody had trouble with this. Did you see that? Kind of almost the challenge. Somebody here is finally learning to respect your boundaries. Okay? This is something that took some time. I think for a lot of you, yeah, this is a friendship test. The other person respects your personal space and boundaries. This is something that was hard to come about. Okay? This feels like an energy you're familiar with for a lot of you. Not all of you. Unexpected revelation. A shocking revelation will change your perspective. And then, yeah, this here was in the reverse, but loyal or not, somebody is testing your loyalty. In the reverse, playing mind games here. Somebody, it's not loyalty, it's a test. You're just discovering this. Yeah, something that's complicated. Somebody feels connections from like a past life, a past relationship, and they're hiding these feelings. Why loyal or not in reverse? There's the fox. There's the fox with the regular little dog. Okay? Cunning. Pretending to be. Yeah, the wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing. The fox. Yeah, the friendship test. Yeah, somebody here, it's a knot with the loyalty. You had shared experiences that deepened a bond. This is your test to see if you were ready to let go. Okay? Yeah, seeing what you had learned thus far. Show me clearly. Yeah, sneaking their way into the hen house, I'm hearing. Yeah, you got uncovered truth. What you didn't see here is the gossip spreading, the rumors spreading quickly. You discovered a truth, evidence that will change your view on things. Something that was unexpected. Yeah, this was surprising for you, too. A surprising revelation will shift your perspective. Well, there's the perspective right there. Yeah. This shocking revelation. Breaking news. News that was meant to break you. That's for some of you. The unexpected news. Unbelievable news will shatter your expectations. You uncovered a truth about this? Yeah, and then somebody is deliberately distancing themselves, hiding dissatisfaction. Maybe this is you in a situation. You're discovering this loyalty. What it wasn't. Tell me about the shared experience and friendship test. Somebody trying, they're doing something different. They're trying to be like you. Yeah, this supportive circle. Clearing the air. Misunderstandings through communication. Yeah, all the gossip and stuff. Maybe you're hearing about this gossip. Somebody here, you share the same supportive circle. You will encounter people who truly care and support you. This is something, yeah, as you go into the path unknown. This path leads to, this path ahead in the relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. Somebody's bringing some communication about this. What's this clearing the air? They tried to shock you. Somebody kind of crossed a boundary here with something. Clearing the air. Yeah, past life. Some connections feel like echoes from a past life. And what we don't see here is this group dynamics. Group dynamics are shifting. Your circle is shifting. You're not wasting your time with people that are not loyal. That don't have your best interests. They don't have your back. Yeah, that are possibly a bad influence. The negativity in their life. Tell me about this uncovered truth. Uncovered truth. Show me clearly. Yeah, playing both sides. Someone here is trying to appease everyone. The good, the bad, the ugly. They're jumping in. So why, it reminds me of one of the other cards here. It's like, why is somebody so comfortable with the gossip? They're coming back and they're telling you, about some gossip that's happening, unexpected news. Listen what they said today, or so-and-so said. They're playing both sides. Why is that person so comfortable to talk with your friend? Because they're not loyal. This person knows that. This person plays both sides of the fence. They're jumping in, talking shit, gossiping. Yeah, mind games. Some emotional interactions involve control and manipulation. Somebody has control issues. In their control issues are present in the relationship. Somebody's trying to pull the strings. Again, trying to be like you. Trying to get you to react the way they want you to, but you don't. You didn't. Breaking news. Yeah, you're spreading positivity here. This news came out, and you keep radiating positive energy and influence. When people turn their back here, they're looking in this. They're looking for all the destruction, the stuff that was supposed to, be devastating, the drama and all that. This is what they look towards. You uncovered the truth about this. Your circle, you don't have time for fake. Yeah, the facade of concern. Oh, really? Is that what happened? Someone's concern may not be as sincere. Okay, they're hiding ulterior motives. Tell me unexpected news. Yeah, unspoken desires here. This love triangle. Somebody, if this is a love triangle, does somebody want your person? Trying to get that person free. They can come in. The unspoken desire. Somebody here, it's some hidden need or emotion is the challenge here. What's this? Or somebody wants you. Maybe that, same-sex stuff. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, look at this. The trust in the process. You don't trust this process no more. Landed right over here on the unloyal friends. You don't trust this process of the relationship. Don't rush for answers. You don't even want communication, is what it sounds like. Yeah, and they're trying to control the situation. The circle of drama. You're pulling away. You want that more supportive circle. Yeah, and you're weeding it out. Somebody's pretending to be fine. You may appear strong outwardly, but feeling vulnerable, or they are. Why is trust in the process reversed? This is somebody that's pretending to be fine. They're not okay. Something, their head's full of, it's a balloon, and it's full of smoke. You know, somebody could be smoking or something, but it gives me like hot air. You know, somebody's filling that up to get it to float. That's for some, not all. Trust in the process reverse. Why? Okay, what we don't see with that is this a karmic lesson. Okay? Trust in the process. Somebody's not picking it up. You don't need to, or you've learned this already. The lessons in relationships that need to be learned, been there, done that. The challenge is, that you don't see, is the partial truths to what's up. Only sharing part of the truth that benefits everyone, or benefits oneself. And that's what's being kind of, you know, challenging over here with this triangle. Partial truths. Why is that a challenge? Yeah, the hidden truth. Not all facts have been revealed. Trying to keep these decks in the upright, sorry. And what you don't see is this circle of drama. Yeah, you got a protective shell here. You're keeping your true feelings to yourself. They want to come around and get some info, and you're like, yeah, it's great. All good to go. Tell me about the hidden truth. Yeah, drifting apart. The connections between you and someone is fading. Is that the hidden truth? Yeah, there's no more mixed signals. Okay, it's pretty clear here. It's, you know, for you. Maybe for someone else, not so much. Tell me the unspoken desires. Yeah, the protective shell. This is, they're hiding something. Again, not speaking this. It's unexpressed. That somebody doesn't want, it says temporary distance. Somebody doesn't want just temporary distance. In a relationship, the distance in the relationship is temporary, and things may reconnect later. I'm not thinking so. I'm not thinking so. Yeah, but they're just keeping up the appearances, pretending to be fine. Keeping up the, yeah, and acting like everything is fine. Tell me about the temporary distance in reverse. Somebody is all up in your business, in your circle. Yeah, I was looking at this, so this, and it landed right there. Yeah, someone's trust in you is starting to waver. Okay, or your trust in them. Temporary distance. They're trying to cause confusion. Yeah, by pushing your boundaries. Remember the boundaries respected? Not so much. Okay, not so much. Yeah, protect your heart. Guard your heart to avoid being hurt emotions. Yeah, someone may be testing your limits. Not so much. You're protecting yourself. They're trying to create, yeah, there's motive here. Somebody's true motives begin to surface. Yeah, of what's going on. Somebody is in your circle gossiping, getting people to doubt you in some way. Your dynamics are shifting. Tell me about this pushing boundaries in reverse. Yeah, somebody has attachment issues. Issues of attachment, either excessive, fearful, may arise with this inner circle. Somebody doesn't like me talking about this. Are you being excluded from the inner circle? They want you pushed out. It's changing. Or is somebody upset that you've pushed them out of the inner circle with their control issues? Tell me about the protect your heart. Yeah, you're waiting for that safe space where you can truly be yourself and the adventure awaits. Somebody protecting your heart. They're beginning to realize this safe place, to feel at peace, but their guard is up. Guard secrets. Yeah, some of you are staying home more lately. An unknown adventure awaits in the relationship. Yeah, friend, lover, coworker, family, doesn't matter. Something is changing here. Yeah, you got a shocking discovery is on its way, the unfiltered truth, which brings out a silent resentment. Tell me about this safe space. Right here. Yeah, they're keeping tabs. Somebody's having difficulty keeping tabs on you. Spying. Yeah, it's difficult because you're staying home more. You're not getting the lame conversations that find information out. Somebody is keeping a close eye on you, again, for control, to figure out how to work your future here. There was the control with all this puppet strings, and here this adventure awaits, and there's strings attached. Tell me about this adventure awaits. Show me clearly, adventure awaits. Yeah, this silent understanding. There's an unspoken understanding here that creates a deep connection. New alliances. New alliances will bring support and opportunities with authentic vibes. You find someone who resonates with your authentic vibe. Yeah, and this joint evolution, you and others are growing together, supporting each other. It's almost like this was fated. This had to occur in order to receive the blessing, but it's a blessing for you, collective, not so much the other person. Tell me about the keeping tabs. They're pretty upset about this. Yeah, they're overthinking things. I mentioned that in the very beginning. Somebody is overthinking things. Somebody is all up in their head, overthinking. Thoughts and emotions are tangled up, leading to overthinking. Give me some more. Keeping tabs, why? Yeah, for the control issues. See? The puppeteer, whoever this is that's trying to control you, all right, to control the present relationship and how things are going, they're keeping tabs. You got them all up in their head. Tell me about the silent understanding. Yeah, the authentic vibes. You find someone who resonates with your authentic vibes. Spirit doesn't send you someone, I've mentioned this several times. Spirit doesn't send you someone that makes you have to work hard for it. Not that it's perfect and you don't have to put any effort in. It's a relationship. That's where the growth comes. Okay, but it's not hard. You don't have to chase after. You don't have to wonder, do they love me? Do they care? Is this real? Okay, is this Memorex? You know, show me. Silent understanding. Yeah, from this bad influence, you silently, you don't even have to speak a word. You may even still hang out or see this person. You don't have to speak a word, but you know exactly who they are. Okay? Tell me about the authentic vibe. Yeah, you just get it this kind of, yeah. There's something simmering though, the resentment. You feel it. Authentic vibes. Yeah, unmasking motives. Some people's true motives begin to surface. The more you're out there enjoying your life, doing your thing, finding people that resonate with you and all that, boy, somebody is sitting over here unraveling. What about me? Yeah, they're about to pop. Okay? They're about to pop. And they don't want to talk about it. Tell me about the control issues, please. Cause it's all in my head. That was earlier I got that song. It's back now, yeah. Yeah, the cold shoulder, somebody deliberately distancing themselves. And it says here, bridging differences. There's maybe cultural differences that bring challenges and growth. The unspoken tensions. Tell me more. The control issues. Somebody's trying to puppeteer your life from a distance, maybe another country. Because it's all in my head. And what this is in the reverse, yeah, rumor has it. The rumors are false. Rumors are flying in your circle. No, done. Over. Okay, because it landed in the reverse. They're talking about all kinds of stuff. They used to be like a monkey on your back. Yeah, spilling the beans. Something is about to be revealed. It's about to reveal everything. No holes barred. They want to have it out. Yeah, the hidden agenda. Okay? The hidden agenda here is someone has a hidden agenda and or motives. Yeah, it could be because it's complicated. They're trying to find out about you. You're like a mystery to be solved. It's more complex than it seems. Well, what's so complex about it? Yeah, you don't want to hear the gossip anymore. You don't want to hear what's up. You've backed away from this. What's so complicated? Yeah, the ulterior motives. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. They've been holding back. They're not being fully open. And then, yeah, the unfiltered truth in the reverse. About their lies, about what they said. Someone speaks their unfiltered truth. Yeah, somebody here is two-faced. Someone is friendly, yet deceitful. Yeah, and they're suffering with inner conflict now. You are all in their head. They can't handle it. They think about you all day, every day. Crazy. It's a good thing you don't have to pay rent. Free rent. Because you don't even want to be there. They're doing what they can. Crossing the boundaries. Getting readings on you. There's readers out there that will pull other people's energy without their permission. The cost, the karma of that, not so good. Alright. Now, if somebody, you get a reading on yourself and somebody's energy pops into that, that's different. But to directly go and pull someone's energy without permission, that's a huge no-no. That's a violation of boundaries. Show me clearly. Spirit, tell me about this individual. Who is this individual? Show me clearly. friend, family, coworker, lover, doesn't matter. It's energy. Okay, male, female, it's energy. Just if the scenario fits, because it can be anybody. You might be. That's another thing that happens a lot when people are getting tarot. They've been hurt. Now they're searching for the answers, and they have the one that hurt them in their mind. When they hear this, they're not forgetting. I mean, the one that hurt them in that moment, they're forgetting about the others. Okay, so keep an open mind always. Yeah, they don't want me talking. Tell me about this energy, Spirit. Who's overthinking? Tell me about this overthinker energy. Who's overthinking about the collective? Who's all up in their head? Ooh, the collective. Okay, getting crowned. You know something's up. They're all up in their head because you're getting crowned. All up in their head trying to see if what they did, an ugly spell or whatever, could work. Their childish reactions to things. Yeah, their investments, creations. Yeah, they're wanting to see if you've been crowned yet. Yeah, you're saying optimism, the things that you're hoping, wishing for, a promise that was made. Tell me about this. Tell me about the collective. Tell me about the collective. Yeah, you're getting caution, warning, okay? Tell me about the ugly spells. I got this earlier, too. There's something about a vehicle. That's a traffic light. You know, be careful with yourself. Be careful, you know, that you don't run a red light, or make sure that somebody else isn't running a red light. Just because it says green doesn't mean you don't got to check, okay? Something about that. Show me this ugly spell. What's up with the ugly spell, the beauty spell? Yeah, somebody could be trying to do this here. Yeah, they're upset with you because you have the power here. They want to gift you something, or they gifted you something, and now they're fearful, or they're afraid of a gift that you gave. Yeah, this is guilt, remorse, regret. They think that you're paying them back for something. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Some people, you know, crazy to a point. I guess it just doesn't match up with me. And my thinking, I guess, is what I mean. But there are people out there that do some twisted stuff. Alright. Maybe that's something that they themselves would do. So they're leery. Wait a minute. What are you doing? What's this? You know? Tell me about the children here. The creations, the investments. Somebody could be an Aquarius. Yeah, in the union, somebody's being childish about a union with an Aquarius. Something is new, childish. Why childish? Oh, about the emotional manipulation. Somebody here using technology to emotionally manipulate a union. Yeah, this is somebody, yeah, that you pulled your power back from because they were a player, okay? You pulled your power back. They get fake accounts, watching technology, trying to mess with technology. They're not okay in the head. Okay, you pulled back. You know, it says lack, poverty, and struggle, and this is a Sigma here. You could be the Sigma. This person wanted you in this energy, or this is what's coming back to them. for trying to do what they did. Yeah, this independent, intelligent, fearless, strong, silent, mysterious, this Sigma energy. They wanted you like this. Some of you could work online. Okay, maybe you have a phone at home business. Something like that. Yeah. This is something, yeah, and they do it because they emotionally manipulate this player energy. Because they can't stop thinking about you. But the game is over now. This has come to a completion. The game is over. It's done. Alright? Your commitment, your contentment, your happiness, your gratitude, all of that. Yeah, this is a rebirth for you. Okay? The optimism. You never quit. Tell me about the optimism. Yeah, their projections here. It says projection, but you're blocking all of this. Yeah, this runner is you manage to, your positivity, your thinking, again, not quitting. Yeah, they can't really seem to stop you. You seem to avoid and escape. This could be your own siblings, brother or sister, that are sitting here watching, surveillancing of your privacy and stuff, digging into things that they don't need to be digging in, okay? Because they feel desperation here. They feel left behind for their fraudulence here. Their identity, yeah, they were frauds. And now they feel guilty. And you're looking great and fortunate. You know, yeah, and they want to harm you and hurt your business. Some of you, it's a business. You could be a Leo. You don't have to. Or the clarity of the sun. Okay, you're figuring this out. You could be a Leo. They could be a Leo. Yeah, this third party. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how it is that you keep adapting and adjusting when they try binding you. Your finances, your spiritual growth, your love life, all of this. They're pretentious. They want to sit there and brag about how they try to poison you, how they tried to do all this stuff. Somebody could be a Taurus, have Taurus in their chart, pretending to be a friend, an ally, a confidant. They're a liar. Okay? Yeah, and this is that shocking news, this surprise, something unexpected. Yeah, what you're busy creating, and they're just a charlatan that's trying to, again, with the strings. Okay, some of them are getting on, and if you do something online, they're trying to make it look like you have this big, huge boost all of a sudden. Lots of business all of a sudden, something like that. They're trying to control. All right, but they're messing with an earth angel that has knowledge of this. Okay, that has knowledge of what it is that's doing the curse, the hex, all of this. They want you in this victim mode. But you also, you know where they're coming from this victim mode. You know the intentions behind what they're doing, and Spirit's got you guarded and safe from the deception. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You don't have to be. They're trying to get access. They're in cahoots trying to figure out your secrets. Some of them have done excess. Okay? Some narcissistic tendency person. Okay? Yeah, to get your gains. They can't figure it out, so they're trying to gossip, trash you. This cult coven, whoever they are. What's the projections here? You keep focusing on victory. There's a lot of messages here. I didn't expect this. Tell me about the projection. Yeah, this is you here. Staying positive, not quitting. You're staying focused on, yeah, you're staying focused. And this could be, yeah, a sibling again. But you're protected. And this gets them, you know, to be insecure. Something about a witchy sister. Tell me about the stigma. You're blocking this stuff away. That's what that looks like. Like, hey, stop, knock it off. Whatever it is these siblings are trying to do. Yeah, you're rejecting this. This is somebody who feels abandoned. The siblings here. Yeah. It's a financial thing. Your luck, your abundance, your good fortune. Yeah, for being a witchy sister. Could be dealing with a Scorpio here. Trying to accuse you of being something. Yeah, game over. It's done. It's over. The gossip and lies about you being this way. You're blocking all this stuff. This cult, this coven coming after you with this player energy. Yeah, affecting your work, your job. Okay, somebody's got guilt and remorse now. They regret ever messing with you because you're escaping, you're avoiding all that they're throwing at you, all the toxicity that they're throwing at you. Yeah, and you're releasing cords, what they tried to bind you with, okay? The karmic energies, the bad habits, the negatives, all these things trying to keep you stuck, done. Yeah. And it's bouncing back. For some of them, you definitely have a friend or an ally confident here that is a liar. Okay, maybe it's a mutual one that spills the beans here. This shocking surprise, your creativity and all that. Yeah, they're watching this. They're shocked to see that you've gained access, that you've grown here. You're going to the next level. There's spiritual access. That's not a door going into another room. That's to the universe. Yeah, and they're in cahoots with somebody. Could be an Aries. Yeah, that made a deal. Somebody jealous, upset here, that made a deal. Somebody paying to bribe someone. Yeah, they're pretending. Somebody's gonna. Yeah, they're bragging about what they did. What the chaos here. What they're trying to take. Could be a Sagittarius as well. But it's been written before you were here. Okay, that you are the leader here, and they're trying to impersonate you. Somebody here tried to trick somebody into signing something, pretending they were you. Yeah, it's getting exposed. Wow, and this is going to be this transformation here. Don't fall for it. Trust your intuition. They're spying. They want to see if you know. Tell me about the witchy sister. We're going to look a little bit more into this, and then I'm going to be done. Yeah, somebody trying to copycat you, trying to say that they're like you. Could be a Cancer energy. Somebody moody, changeable, shrewd, cautious. Yeah, somebody trying to copy your ideas. You're avoiding this. Yeah, you're staying balanced here, and somebody's still playing victim. You have spiritual rank here, okay? Spiritual justice. And they're looking out. They're watching. Yeah. Justice here. You could be dealing with a Libra that stalks. That's for some. Yeah, they have some chaos, this confusion here. Yeah, and you're the role model. They tried to pretend to be you. Yeah, and you're secured. You're protected from sickness. All of the sweet, compassionate, innocent, alluring. Yeah, and they're just missing you. Somebody is missing you. Their heart hurts. Tell me about the sickness. Yeah, oh, somebody might be using sickness as a way to access you. Yeah, this friend, this ally, I'm not doing so well. You know, karma's catching up with me and I'm really under the weather. Something serious. You know, God forbid, you know, it's the C word or something for someone. Yeah, and they want to come to you for help, for healing, for recovery. What advice do you have for a rebirth? Yeah, this cult, this coven. Yeah, this player energy. Could be a Scorpio. They got all these people here. They're reporting your gains to somebody. Tell me about the narcissist. Somebody believed the gossip. And they're working with the other side. That's for some of you, definitely. Yeah, this is getting exposed. Yeah, the spiritual gifts. You're getting bled. This person is about to lose their shit. Yeah, the peace, the harmony here. It's been an illusion. Otherworldly. I mean, you can't... This is crazy. And you look good? I mean, this is done deal. Somebody wants to stop this for you. They want you isolated. They want to fight. They want to bring a war here. Could be a Virgo. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, but you're blowing somebody's mind. You're blowing somebody's mind, and it's pissing them off. Again, whoever this is that tried to control you, they see you now, and look at that. The mind is just blown. They see you as someone intuitive, a Leo. You don't have to be. Yeah, unconditionally loving. This is blowing someone's mind. Oh, the trickery, oh, the fuckery I'm hearing. Yeah, somebody could be a Gemini. It doesn't matter. Now they want to gossip and trash talk and lie about an angel, a spirit guide here. They're giving you knowledge. Wow. That whole community's after you. What's the knowledge? Some of you have, yeah, your spirit guides are helping you dodge this stuff. You know things that there's no way you should know, and this is just blowing their mind. Yeah, and they're obsessed. They tried binding out of insecurities. They wanted to brag here, being very superficial, trying to dig dirt, trying to see what you know. Maybe this is your parents. Maybe this is somebody trying to get information from your parents to see how they can do this. Yeah, see if they can get you to fall for this trap. You're prepared. They can't do it. What's with the insecurity? Yeah, they're negative here. Karmic energies. Yeah, this is something, they're receiving karma. This is destiny, fate, fortune, or future, excuse me. Maybe it has to do with the fortune. And karma for a Taurus. Yeah, what they tried to steal. Your contentment, your happiness, it's being exposed. It's a contract, and you're going to be good to go. What they were thinking here with their imagination, Pisces energy, escapist and idealistic, okay? Yeah, doing candle magic on somebody that's friendly, that's helpful, you know, non-confrontational. Yeah, bribing somebody to attack this. Intuitively, you know this. You know the trickster, you know the fraud. Okay, and the magic that they're doing, but you're good. you're healing from all this stuff, and somebody is snapped. They can't compete with you. They're trying to be like you, and they're trying in excess. Somebody could definitely be going to jail. This world or spiritually speaking. Okay, for coming after your peace. Trying to control a situation. Their overall energy is overthinking because they're emotionally hurt and afraid. They know they've screwed up. They know they've pushed the limits and it still doesn't work. Let me get a couple oracles here. And I'm going to call it, okay? Heavenly Father, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, closing messages for the collective. Collective, if at any point in time this resonated with you, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Okay, drop me comments, let me know what you're thinking. I love hearing from you. Show me clearly. Closing messages for collective. Yeah, okay, so we have dance, dreamer, we have guidance as the overall energy, and what we don't see here is the creativity. Okay, the creativity. Let me grab my little book. I'm going to say, oh no, did it fall? All right. Overall energy is the guidance. Okay. Not going to clear up. There we go. Guidance. With the guidance, it says aid, solidarity, and assistance. Help from others is precious, but giving in return is even more gratifying. During my difficult times, I have received support from those I care about. Now I want to give it back, to guide and help them with anything they are going through. I will listen and be a positive influence, helping to point them in the right direction. Giving can be more valuable than receiving. Okay, then we have dance. And with the dance card, it says freedom, spiritual, and rhythm. It says experiencing the inner positive and or negative energy building up. I will cleanse my spirit with a dance. Feeling the freedom. Dance provides, frees me of my worries. Sorry. Frees me of my worries. When I move my body to my heart's content, I feel the energy shifting in my surroundings. I know my spirit will expand as I move with the rhythm life provides me. Then we have the dreamer. And it says here that I am a visionary, reaching for my dreams. Whatever I aspire to accomplish, the next step I could take to make my dreams come true becomes illuminated. I will pursue the task, anticipating great results, knowing it will take time and effort. I believe in myself and carry on with patience, passion, and courage. The possibilities are endless. And then we have the creativity. Okay. With the creativity, it says the world is full of art. We can choose to express ourselves in infinite colors, shapes, sounds, and forms. I will let my mind guide me in my creativity, and I will take advantage of all the resources available to me. Having too many ideas and plans can drain me, so I will liberate the imaginative world that is within me and express myself. Doing so makes my world more magical and helps me connect with others. Beautiful. Love it. All right. This is what I have for you. Once again, I hope you liked it. I hope it helps. Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.